What we don't see in these testimonials, in these before and after photos, don't get me wrong, if it's done in a healthy way, they're legit. You know, they're great things to look at, they're motivating. But, you know, if a company is trying to sell a diet and it is considered like a restrictive diet, a fad diet, you know, something that's dangerous or just not sustainable, they might have before and after photos. They might be able to show you, here's a split screen of somebody who lost this amount of weight, you can too. But what they don't show you, there's the before, and then there's the after, and then there's the after, the after. So the after would be the before and likely plus more. So what tends to happen 80 to 90% of the time, and I'm not making it up, it's what research shows, that people who follow restrictive diets, 1,000-calorie diets, 1,200-calorie diets, cabbage soup diets, super low carb diets, again, 80 to 90% of people that lose weight on those types of diets will regain it. So we have to think critically of that. It obviously sounds compelling, but it's important to know that going that route, again, 80 to 90% of the time, it leads to yo-yo dieting, aka weight cycling, where you might lose the weight or some weight, but then, and it might happen quicker for some than others, you will likely regain it back. There are a lot of people in the health and wellness world claiming to be experts, and it's, you know, it's frustrating for people like us who we want to give people the best advice. Now, most of them mean well. You know, they're just they're passionate about something, they truly believe something, and they want to give information and help other people because it might have helped them. There are a couple things wrong with this. Nutrition in and of itself is a science, and that is why there are people that are experts in nutrition, but you need to have a certain amount of experience and understanding of nutrition, of research, etc., to be considered an expert in nutrition. I own my own business, of course, because this is what I'm passionate about, but I also have the background to support that. But the point being that, you know, anybody can write a book. Anybody can write an article. It really takes a strong understanding of research, of your specific area of expertise, to be able to give recommendations in that area of expertise. So I'm not going to go giving medical advice or dental advice or advice on your form for your fitness, because that's not my area of expertise. So even medical doctors giving nutrition advice, for the most part, it's not in their scope of practice. So if they write a book, it just means that they wrote a book, and they might sound very knowledgeable because doctors are extremely knowledgeable, don't get me wrong. But most of them don't have very much training in nutrition. And unless they specialize, like there are some doctors that are great, like Dr. Yoni Friedhoff, who's a obesity and weight loss specialist. Obviously, there are certain doctors that have a specialty in nutrition. Anyways, but just guys, please be critical of the information that you're getting online. And another thing that I wanted to say, in the past 30 years, the diet industry has grown billions of dollars. Each year, they grow billions and billions of dollars. However, there has never been no magical cure or quick fix or answer. They're just using marketing and just trying to, sell their products in most cases. But we still have issues with diabetes, heart disease, obesity, etc., and things like that. As for the quick fix thing, for many of us, the habits that we have, that we do every day, they're deeply ingrained within us. So we've been doing them either since we were kids because our parents were doing them, or our grandparents were doing them, they're traditions, or we might have been just doing them for months or a couple of years. But they're habits, and that's not going to change overnight. So expecting something to be a quick fix and to get weight off quickly, that whole mentality, because I see people say it all the time, I need to get this weight off quickly, I'm sick of it, it's gotta go. That mentality, it just doesn't match with the fact that if somebody's gained 50 pounds, 100 pounds, you're not alone, for one. And two, that's happened over years. So it's obviously gonna take some time to help improve that, to help you develop healthy habits. And some people are going to take longer than others, and that's okay. It just depends on many different factors, your lifestyle, your circumstances, your motivation, and it doesn't make you any less, human or failure. It just means that you might need to use a little bit more different strategies and things like that.